You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, today I'm gonna show you, walk a little bit with me, how to start a Vittorazi Moster 185, the newer versions. I see a lot of people struggle with the starting of this. There are some tricks, there's some techniques. Ray, I wasn't gonna point fingers, but it was you. There's some tricks, there's some techniques, there's a few things I wanna show you. Let's go start this beautiful McFly right now, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Not saying it's the best way, it's just my way. Firstly, you gotta prime it, okay? So your primer bulb on the McFly is right here, this little thing. I like to squeeze it till it's firm. That's not doing anything besides filling the fuel line and filling the primer bulb itself. Once I do that, I come up and I kind of just caress the airbox, because right underneath the airbox is this little button that releases fuel into your carburetor, okay? While squeezing the primer bulb, I push that button for about a half a second to a second. 1/1000, there we go. Then I squeeze that primer bulb till it's nice and firm again. When you do that, it's important that you give the motor somewhere between 15 and 30 seconds or so before you go to start it. So not just immediately prime and start, which you're not going to because you want to climb in this and you should never ground start, so you should never be standing here doing this. Okay? Then I climb in, which by the way, this is the first time I've put a paramotor on since August. There we go. Oh yeah, no biggie, no biggie. Super important that you always start the paramotor with the throttle in your hand. You don't want to be out there trying to start it, you know, without the throttle, because what if it jumps at you and you need to kill it and you don't have access to that kill switch? So you should always have that throttle in your hand. Oh yeah. Okay, a couple things that I think a lot of people are sloppy on. I'm getting messy over here. A couple things I think a lot of people are sloppy on, and that's your prop awareness. If you are not paying extra primo attention to your surroundings, you're gonna end up clipping something. I do with my cage, I do with my prop. I take it an extra mile with the prop, I take it serious. Because if you hit someone, if you clip someone, if you clip someone's dog with your prop while you're starting it, dude, that's a big deal. That's someone's dog. So anytime I go to start a paramotor, I like to have a good safe distance from people. I keep people away from the edge of the prop. The edge of the prop is what's gonna flick something, right? That's gonna hit a rock and send it flying. So I make sure nobody's there, and I usually do a full 360. I'm double, triple checking that, hey, there's no kids that snuck behind me. There's no dog back there. There's none of those things. So now I want to start the paramotor. It's been enough time. I draw two U's, a little U and a big U, a short pull and a long pull, right? And as you start pulling through the starter, you're going to feel short pull, long pull, short pull, long pull, right? Okay. When you go to start this, you need to pull it at least 3 times first. I do 3. You could do a few more. You could do a few less. The reason is it's called a starter assist. There's something in there that's helping you spin over the starter. If you just go and yank on it, it's gonna pull back. You need to, in some sense, wind up that starter assist. So the way I describe it, that's not technically correct, is imagine 2 springs. When you pull it, you know, and it clicks, you're winding up the first spring. When you punch it and you actually pull through, you fire the first spring to help you spin the second spring. That's kind of how I describe it. If you just grab and pull, it's not gonna work. So you need to pull it a few times. You can notice I do it quickly, and you need to stop at the little U. So that right there was the little U. If I go one more, there's my big, there's my little. When you do that, I then stop at that little, I lean forward. So instead of pulling forward like this, I'm pushing down like this. And I'm getting more tricep versus shoulder because you have more strength in your tricep. So I get it to the little, I lean forward. I'm also in a stance where, hey, if this motor jumps at me, I can hold against it and punch. You see that punch? That was a quick, snappy punch. Punch, right? And I kind of give it a little with me. Now, if you prime a little too much, you may need a little throttle. So I probably over prime. So I'm gonna add a little bit of throttle. I'm gonna let off once it starts. The other thing is, before I pull, I go to where it grabs and I push forward, just like so. You should never have it kind of grab you back. If you go and it kind of pulls back at you, or you struggle to get a full stroke, it's probably because you don't have yourself in a position where you're punching firmly through like that. I don't ever like to start and immediately kill a paramotor. Anyways, for whatever reason, starting paramotors is one of the harder tasks for students to do. So we spend quite a bit of time trying to explain and walk you through it. It's honestly, it's a technique and a trick that you're gonna get with time. So the more time you do it, the easier it's gonna be. All right, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Trevor Steele. Hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're interested in learning how to fly these backpack aircraft things right here. Visit our website, backcountryppg.com, and we would love to have you out to one of our training classes. I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.